Good morning, everyone. My name is Anne Logan. This is Smokey, and this is the I'veReadThis.com YouTube channel. It is December 11th, so I'm going to be unveiling the 11th chocolate and short story in my advent calendars. And I also have another chocolate to show you that I'm really excited about. So let's start with the chocolate calendar. Let's see, number 11. I didn't pre-find. Oh, okay, here we go. Okay. God, it's really hard to get out. Okay, white chocolate penguin. I'm excited about this. It's not a chocolate square, which is great. Those of you who have been following along with these videos will remember that I've been a bit disappointed with the advent calendar this year. And I was also disappointed with the Purdy's advent calendar from last year. I have pretty high standards when it comes to chocolate, as you can tell. So like any normal person, I have supplemented my chocolate advent calendar with another holiday chocolate treat. Purchased myself this giant chocolate bar here at the grocery store yesterday. So this is Cadbury Dairy Milk. Cadbury Dairy Milk is by far my favorite. And this is their limited edition toffee hazelnut flavor. It's kind of like caramel with hazelnuts. And I know some of you will be thinking, aren't you having dental surgery on Saturday? Perhaps you shouldn't be eating a chocolate bar with giant nuts in it. And to that I say, you're probably right, but screw it. So, today's story, December 11th. It was called Mr. Elephant by Jessica Westhead. And I was so excited to open this up because I know Jessica, I've worked with her in the past. I love her writing. And I just knew I'd love this story too. She's written a few short story collections. Her books have been, recognized by lots of literary journals and newspapers around Canada. And I think she's hilarious. So really excited to read this one. So Mr. Elephant is, oh, my baby's crying. He must have just woke up. It's fine, I'll keep going. So basically this is a story about a dad who brings his daughter to the zoo, and they're lining up to meet the elephants, because apparently you can ride the elephants at this zoo. And he recognizes a girl that he was friends with in high school who's like managing the lineup and helping kids onto the elephant. Like she's one of the, people who help tame the elephants, that sort of thing. So when he recognizes this girl, he doesn't want his kid to go on it because he doesn't want to like engage with this woman from his past. So he takes her to get a funnel cake instead. I really liked this story. It was funny. Like the dad is kind of weird, but he's also very relatable, I found. And his story about kind of meeting this girl when they were kids is also odd, but quirky in like a fun way. And but what I really wanted to talk about was the fact, and I'm not sure if Jessica did this on purpose or not. Let's just assume she did because she's a brilliant writer. That when I first started reading it, it took 2 pages for me to realize that it was the dad of this girl who had brought her to the zoo and not the mom. So there was no like gendered pronouns at the beginning, and at least not that I noticed. And then halfway down the second page, it says, "The other day I said to her mother," and I was like, wait a second, you're not her mother? And then my second thought was, is it 2 lesbians who have adopted a daughter? Because I just assumed it was a woman. And the reason I did that was because the dad, who I now know as the dad, talks about being embarrassed seeing this woman from his past because she looks so professional and authoritative in her uniform, and he's wiping his kid's nose with the back of his hand because he always forgets her Kleenexes. And I thought that's a very female thing to do, to compare yourself to like an old friend and like where you are in life. And I didn't think men did that, to be honest. I just didn't think they really cared. I mean, obviously they probably do, but that just seemed very like female-ish to me. And then I thought it was really funny. And then, you know, when I realized, because I started using the word dad, and after that, you know, I thought it was even funnier that I immediately assumed it was a lesbian couple instead of just being like, no, it's a dad. And, you know, I'm not even sure why I thought that, because like my husband's a wonderful father and he takes my daughter lots of places, just the two of them. And I'm sure he forgets Kleenexes as well. But yeah, this story just exposed my own bias, which I found so fascinating. And that's another reason why I love reading, because not only are you learning things about other people's lives and other people's situations, but you're learning things about yourself, right? So deep. Big epiphany for the morning of December 11th here. So I'm interested to see if anyone else had this reaction to the story like I did. Thank you so much for tuning in today, and I look forward to speaking with you all again about tomorrow's story on December 12th. Bye!